Welcome to the Sheffield United Way match preview as we look ahead to Sheffield United versus Norwich City. Saturday at 3 p.m. Fancy that.
Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole.
The Cardiff City Cup game was a thing that happened, and let's never speak of it again. In the league, last time out, the Blades beat Watford 2-1 at Vicarage Road. Are you going along with me on this? Best result of the season. Who says no? A proper, hard-fought, well-deserved away day win. An absolutely perfect, you could argue, away day performance. Really enjoyed that. At many stages, you're feeling like we're down to the bare bones. There aren't the options there that there were at the start of the season. It feels like an age ago that we lost 𝗤𝗿𝗲𝗶𝗹𝗹, but I still believe he is one of the most important players, not just now, but looking ahead for the future. 𝗤𝗍𝗄, also crucial, absolutely crucial. I mean, him and 𝗤𝗿𝗲𝗶 together, that feels like a partnership that for many, many years could just continue to grow and grow. And it's so unfortunate that they haven't got the opportunity this season to build on that. I mean, who knows how long Vinny will be with us. I feel like 𝗤𝗿𝗲𝗶𝗹𝗃 is the kind of player that would never want to leave beautiful downtown Bramall Lane. Now, before we get to team news, let me thank our video sponsors for this video, 𝗂𝗄𝗃 Bar and Grill, a stunning premium bar set over 2 floors with 2 bars, separate restaurant space with luxury unique VIP boxes, which are available for private hire. 𝗂𝗃𝗃 truly is Sheffield's ultimate social experience. 𝗂𝗃𝗃 is also the Sheffield United Way's designated pre- and post-match bar of choice. All the live matches are on. If they're on TV, they're on there. It's the perfect place to meet friends and family before making the very short walk onto Bramall Lane for the big game. You'll find 𝗂𝗃𝗃 at the entrance to New Era Square. Now, focusing on this game, we have Danny Hall saying earlier in the week that as things stand, the starting 11 this weekend against Norwich City will be similar to the depleted one that faced Watford last time out in the Championship. Of course, a game, as I mentioned, that we won. Now, some players, including 𝗤𝗵𝗴, Tyrese Campbell and 𝗍𝒻 𝗏𝗏𝒃𝗃, are approaching a return, but probably won't be fit to start for some time. End quote from Danny Hall. Now, for Norwich City, 𝗤𝗵𝗴 has been suspended for 6 matches and fined £12,000 by the Football Association. He's their top scorer. He's one of the most dangerous players in the entire league. So for the Blades, this is big news. We're going to get a proper update about Norwich City from Talk Norwich City's Chris Reeve. Talk Norwich City's, that's not easy to say, doesn't sound right. From Talk Norwich City, they need to change the name of their YouTube channel. Chris Reeve will be joining us a bit later to share what else is going on for them. There could be some other boosts for the Blades, so stay tuned. That's what we call in the biz a tease. Now, for the Blades' predicted lineup, you know Michael Cooper, of course, number 1. By the way, very pleased to see that 𝗍𝗿𝗄𝐺 back playing after a terrible head injury sustained whilst on loan out in Turkey. Gilchrist, because we know 𝗤𝗵𝗴 not fit yet. It looks that way. Don't really want to talk about Jamie Shackleton and the situation with the supposed he's appealing drink driving. So that's just unpleasant. Anel, Jack Robinson, Harrison Burrows, Peck, Tom Davies, Brooks, the ever-improving Callum O'Hare, Gustavo Harmer, Kiefer Moore, Ryan One, of course, in the conversation, but I do think it'll be more up there. So what do you think? Let me know what your first 11 would be for this game. Now, to run the rule over the opposition, here's Talk Norwich City's Chris Reeve.
Hi, Sheffield United Way subscribers. It's Chris Reeve from Talk Norwich City here ahead of our big clash at the weekend. Honestly, I have to admit, and it hurts me to admit it, I am bricking it for this one. This is the first of 2 incredibly tough games for Norwich City. We've got you guys followed by Leeds away on Wednesday night. News that you guys will be happy about, but Norwich City fans are devastated by, is that our key midfield man, Marcelino Núñez, has picked up an injury in our cup clash versus Brighton. That means that our midfield will be much easier to get through. We'll lose a lot of momentum and energy in there. Of course, a man that is alongside Marcelino Núñez that will feature our captain, Kenny McLean, rumoured to have had interest from you guys in the summer transfer window. Look, I think it's going to be an incredibly tough game. Always hard work against a 𝗤𝗍𝗄𝐴 Sheffield United. I know that you guys haven't been winning games convincingly at the moment, but I do think this will be one of those ones where it should theoretically be okay and be comfortable for Sheffield United. The only thing that I get, well, one of the things is that we've got on our side is that Josh Sargent is back. Of course, I'm sure that you guys will know just how much of a great striker he is for Norwich City. I guess then the flip side of that is that he's only played 15 minutes since returning from injury against Brighton. So I don't know whether he'll start against Sheffield United or whether he'll come onto the pitch from the bench, but that is going to be a big task for the Sheffield United defenders to keep him quiet. Are they capable? I don't know. We'll see. I think that given that Josh has just come back from injury, they might be okay. And of course, with Marcelino Nunes out injured in midfield, it should be easier for Sheffield United. Look, honestly, I'm normally confident, but I'm not coming into this conversation confident today. I think it'll be a tight game, but I think it's a game that will be a step too far for a Norwich City that is definitely still in transition. My final score prediction, my head says 2-0 or 2-1 Sheffield United. My heart says, and I'm begging for it, and I'd bite your hand off for it, 1-1 on the Ball City.
Thank you, Chris. I hope your head is correct. Now, the referee for Sheffield United versus Norwich City is Josh Smith, or if you're a fan of Friends, Joshua. He is from Peterborough. He's taken charge of 22 matches this season. He's given quite a high 87 yellows, 1 red, so nothing to worry about there, and 6 penalties. Now, in 22 games, that is slightly on the high side. Weirdly, and I don't remember this ever happening before, he refereed our other game with Norwich, our 1-1 away at Carrow Road earlier in the season, a match in which he gave 7 yellows. I don't remember that being a particularly dirty game, but that's the joint most that he's given in a game all season. So obviously he thinks it was. Now, when we come to our player connections, it's brought to you by our friends at 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗹𝗵, a virtual online band. Many of their members are Sheffield United supporters. They are really supportive of us. Check out 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗹.com. Their latest album is called Tall Tales of 10 Girls. 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗶.com. We always pick 4 played for both with our player connections. So my 4 for this one, Ashley Ward, 53 league appearances for the Canaries, 18 goals between 1994 and 1996. I think he's in property development now. He finished his playing career at United in 2005, 33 appearances for the Blades and 5 goals. Now, Alex Notman, of course, is a shout, but harder to find a good quality picture. So because I'm nice, to help Nick, who's the one who's got to find the picture, I've gone with Sam McCallum. Bit easier. 50 league appearances for Norwich, 1 goal. And for United, the current Blade has played 18 times in the league and, of course, scored away at Hull. Ched Evans played 28 times for Norwich. He was on loan from Manchester City, a kind of up-and-coming hot prospect at that time. He scored 10 in those 28. That was back in 2007-08 season. Then he joined United in 2009. 103 appearances, 42 goals. It didn't start brilliantly for Ched, but then he really, in League One, hit the ground running. And he returned, of course, in 2017. I shouldn't forget about that, playing 9 league games, but he didn't register a goal in that second spell. George Long, 123 United League appearances, 39 clean sheets. For Norwich, 22 appearances, just 3 clean sheets. Who else can you think of? There's actually quite a few. Let me know in the comments. And finally, we come to our score predictions. And if you'd like your score prediction shared on here and to receive a whole host of other benefits, getting videos early, support us, that's the main one, then head to patreon.com/ChefUnitedWay. It really helps us. It's so kind of you. Every single one of you that does that, I love you. Now, we've got quite a few Patreons that we'll go through today. Patreons, what do they know? Do they know things? Let's find out. Ray says it's going to be 3-0 Blades. Very confident. Pete, quite confident, not as confident. 3-1. Steve thinks 2-1 United. So does Mark. We've got Mr. Chanseri, who has been a Patreon for such a long time, a massive Blade, always getting in touch and supporting us, says 2-0 United. Ant is going 2-0 United. So is Nick, and so is James, who backs Tyrese Campbell to get off the bench and score in this one. I'll believe it when I see it, but I'll be very happy to see it. Holdfast 2-0. John says 3-2 Blades. Statsman Adam has been a mascot for Sheffield United when he was a lad. Even then he was 6'9". And the scores were 5-4 and 4-2. So with his daughter being mascot for this one, he's going for 6-2. Goals galore. Watch it be 0-0 now. Hope she has a great day. What do you think, Blades fans and Norwich fans, if you're watching this as well? Let us know in the comments. If you are watching, great, easy to do on YouTube. If you're listening, you can usually put comments depending on where you're listening, places like Spotify and iTunes, and tell other people about the podcast as well. Thanks very much. Up the Blades.
𝗚𝗿𝗲𝗷𝗚. 𝗚𝗿𝗲𝗷𝗚.